Hello, and welcome to this webinar. My name is Liza, and I'm going to be presenting on the annual employee performance review process for the City of Corpus Christi. The City of Corpus Christi's performance review process was designed to communicate performance expectations and measure the performance of employees. This is also an opportunity to document and recognize superior employee performance while continuously providing opportunities for improvement of our organizational performance. Sometimes, the performance review process can be seen as the most stressful aspect of management. It can be a really highly emotional situation for both the manager and the employee, or it can be a simple, logical, and satisfying process that energizes the employee and the manager. We want to create the least amount of disruption when it comes to performance appraisals, so we are very excited to be sharing with you some ideas on how you can create a great employee performance review process. Setting the expectations for the employee is the key goal on making sure that you have the least amount of disruption when conducting performance appraisals. Setting performance standards, observing, and providing the necessary feedback while conducting the appraisal is going to help you achieve the best results through managing the employee process. This process begins with you and the employee discussing any goals and objectives you have for the upcoming year. The goal of the employee performance review process is to help employees feel positive about their job at the City of Corpus Christi. The goal is also to motivate our employees so that they can do well and develop their careers. The performance review process should also benefit the employee by giving constructive feedback on where the employee can improve. Understanding how each and every one of your employees sees the performance review process is what is going to help you create a great process where your employee feels empowered to participate in conversations about their current, future performance, and then also about how they can participate in the success of the entire organization. At the City of Corpus Christi, we have a 4-step cycle for the performance review. The first step of the cycle is to set expectations from day one. These expectations begin at the beginning of the review cycle, which is January 1st through December 31st, but also from day one, from the first day that the employee joins our organization, we should set the expectations to let them understand what the review process entails. The second step of the review cycle is to plan the year. It's like taking a road trip. You're going from point A to point B, you grab a GPS tracker or you get on Google Maps and you figure out where you're going. We would like you to create a development plan or a work plan so that you can have a successful year with your employee. The next step of the cycle is to make sure you're meeting regularly with your employee. By giving yourself an opportunity to review progress and make any necessary revisions, you are setting yourself up for success, making sure that your employees understand that you are there to help support them and you are there to guide them in their success of the year is going to create a great opportunity for both of you. The last step of the cycle is the review itself. After you have done step 1 through 3, step 4 should be easy breezy. Conducting the annual performance review should really be the same as the meetings you've been having with your employees on a regular basis. This is just a culmination of that process. Before I get into the process that we use at the City of Corpus Christi for performance reviews, I want to share with you some tools that are available. Please visit our website, which is learningcc.org/perform, to be able to access these tools. We have a video presentation showing you exactly how to provide the performance reviews. We also have access to a PowerPoint presentation that you can download and follow along as needed while you are doing the performance reviews. Our administrative procedures and guidelines are also available on that website. We also have a sample of the questions that are asked in the employee performance review form. There is a self-assessment form that you can send to your employee ahead of time in PDF or Word document so that you can have more insight into how your employee feels about their annual performance. And we also have a sample individual development plan that you can download and use as a tool to help you set some goals and objectives for the upcoming year for your employee. We also have access to a sample review timeline that we recommend you use for the employee performance reviews. Each year, our performance review process starts January 1st by a trigger email, which I will show you shortly. But it's important to understand that having a successful performance review begins way before the trigger happens for you to get the email that it's time to do the review. Being able to remember these means putting them in possibly your Outlook calendar. So we recommend that you put these dates in your Outlook calendar so that you remember to send your employees the self-assessment form so that they can give you their feedback. And then also schedule enough time to have the review with your employee. And then making sure to meet the deadline, which is January 31st, for submission of the annual performance review file to the Human Resources Department. So let's get started. At the City of Corpus Christi, we have an online performance review process. We do not use any paper, so no scanning and no sending PDFs and uploading documents. Everything happens online and it's immediately filed in the employee's record as soon as you finish the process. I'm going to explain the hierarchy of how the process is organized. As you go through the performance review, you will see there are different types of employees in the system. The first is an upline, the second is a manager, and the third would be an employee. Now, each and every one of these has a different role in conducting the review, but the manager is the one who starts and ends the entire process. The upline is the person who can see everything that's happening in their organization, and the employee is the one who is being appraised. As we go through the process, the manager will start it, and then second, the employee will continue. Third, the manager will archive, and then fourth, the upline manager will be able to review. So let's get started on seeing the manager's process. As a manager, you will receive an email notification from Infor, and it will tell you it is time to conduct the performance review. The instructions in the email will guide you to Manager Space. You're going to go to Infor Users. Please keep in mind that you must be on the city's network to be able to access this website. Once you are in the Infor Users page, click on Manager Space. After you click on Manager Space, please log in. After logging in, you will see a familiar screen. You will see the dashboard that has all the icons for managing our employees. You're going to click on the menu item that says Review Performance. Once you click on Review Performance, you will be taken to the Appraisal Dashboard. At the Appraisal Dashboard, you will be able to see your employees on the bottom of the screen. At the bottom of the screen, select the employee you would like to appraise. After you select that employee, you will see their performance dashboard. Click on Start Appraisal. After you click Start Appraisal, you will be able to see the questions that you're asked in terms of measuring your employee's performance. Please make your selection by clicking one of the radio buttons, below standard, meet standard, or above standard. You will also have an opportunity to make comments. These are draft comments. We recommend you type these comments and then you can also come back later and edit as you wish. After you do this, you can hit finish. We recommend that you either download a PDF version of the appraisal or you pull it up on your computer or print it to have it available when you have your meeting with your employee to discuss their performance. Now you're going to take the document itself or pull it up on your computer screen and have the employee meeting to discuss the performance appraisal itself. After you have the meeting with your employee, if you have any changes you need to make to the performance appraisal, you will come back to the employee's performance appraisal dashboard and you will notice that the start button now says Continue Appraisal. You will continue the appraisal and it will take you back to be able to make any edits and necessary revisions. And at this time, you would finalize the comments you have for your employee so that you can give them some empowering words to make them have a successful year. After you finish editing the appraisal and you feel it's ready to go, you are going to hit the button that says Finalize. After you finalize, you will see a screen pop up and it will ask you to enter the date that you met with your employee. Please select the meeting date. After selecting the meeting date, you will see a button appear that allows you to submit the appraisal to the employee. Click that button. Once you click that button, you will notice that the appraisal status has changed to Submitted for Acknowledgement. Now the appraisal is in the employee's hands. Now we're going to talk through the employee's process. The employee will also go to Info Users, and once at Info Users, click on Employee Space. After clicking Employee Space, you will see the Employee Space dashboard. Click on My Reviews. After clicking on My Reviews, you will see the Acknowledge tab. Click on the Acknowledge tab to be able to see the appraisal that's waiting for your acknowledgement. To see the appraisal, click Consolidate Appraisal. Click Print. After clicking Print, you will notice that a PDF document has pulled up on your screen showing you your appraisal. Please review the appraisal for accuracy, and if there are any changes to be made, please let your supervisor know so that we can revert it back to draft mode and your supervisor can make any necessary revisions. If everything looks great, click the Acknowledge button. After clicking Acknowledge, you will notice a screen pop up. Here is where you're going to be able to make any comments that you would like about your appraisal. If you do not have any comments, you have to type something, so just type none. After entering your comments, hit OK. After you click OK, the appraisal is now sent to your supervisor for review and archival. If you would like to download a copy of the appraisal, please click Consolidate Appraisal and then click Print so that you can be able to download the appraisal and also see that your comments are indeed in your appraisal. Next, we are going to show how the manager will archive the appraisal. Once the employee submits the appraisal after acknowledgement, the manager will get an email from Info letting them know that they have an appraisal to archive. It's as simple as logging into Manager Space, and at the Manager Dashboard, on the right-hand side, you will see your in-basket where all your notifications are. Click on your in-basket and you should see all the appraisals that you need to approve. Select the appraisal you would like to approve. When you click on the employee that you want to archive, you will see an opportunity for you to consolidate the appraisal. Please consolidate the appraisal to be able to review your employee's comments. After reviewing the employee's comments, hit the back button on your browser to be able to go back and acknowledge that you've actually seen those comments that the employee had. After clicking Acknowledge, a pop-up screen will come up asking for your response. The action is done, and you would just type the words done and then click OK. At this time, the manager step is done. So now we're going to walk step by step how an upline manager would be able to see the appraisals. As an upline manager, please log on to Manager Space. After logging on, instead of going through Review Performance, you're now going to go through My Staff. After clicking My Staff, you would click on My Organization, and you would be able to see all the employees that you supervise. And not only who you supervise, who your downline employees are. So you'd be able to click in your organization to see who you want to review, who you want to view. After clicking on your employee, you'll be able to see the employee's profile dashboard, and right there you'll be able to see the appraisals tab on the bottom, on the right-hand side. Click on that appraisal. Consolidate the appraisal. and then the PDF will be generated for you to review. So now we have walked step by step through the entire performance review process for the City of Corpus Christi. If you have any questions or have any comments, please feel free to contact us. We are here to support you, and we are here to help you have a very successful performance review process. We look forward to hearing from you, and congratulations on finishing this webinar. Have a great rest of your day.